What's goody, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy, WhosManzYT. You already know what time it is. Getting back into this air raid, finally. And we're going to go over Why Sail today. Why Sail is another nice play to use in the air raid offense. And yeah, we about to get into it. So if you are new to this channel or if you're new to this series, go ahead, hit the subscribe button because we gonna get into it, man. I'm getting into the air raid. It's a nice offense to run. It's very simple, but it's very easy to make reads on this, and you don't have to worry about, well, I want this one person to get open. What you're doing in this is reading the defense and throwing based off of that instead of trying to make a read to one receiver and hoping he gets open. So anyways, let's get into it. Why Sail is a dope play because it exploits in a couple different ways. One, you have a flood, which is really good against zone, and then also you have the zig route, which is going to be good against man, especially if your opponent likes to get real aggressive with man and man blitzes, things like that. We're going to get into how I like to make my progressions on this play. So first off, single high. I know it's either going to be, usually, I'm not going to say it is either going to be one of these two, because it could be, he could come out single high and then switch to cover two invert or something like that. But usually you come out one high, it's going to be either a cover one man or it's going to be a cover three match, one of the two or three. Now, one thing that I like to look for first on the flood side, how I like to read it, is running back first. And if I see that number one corner over Claypool back all the way up, I will go to him, or not go to him. But first I want to see, does the corner back over Claypool stay up? Because this could be cover three cloud. But I want to see if that corner chucks. If he chucks, now I look towards the defender, the flat defender that's over Ebron, because usually in cover three that flat defender is going to be over the Ebron there. So I look for him. If he follows Ebron up the field, then I'll hit Harris. If he drops down, then I'll hit Ebron, because you have that clear out route by Claypool if he chucks. One thing that I'll also look for is if I notice the Mike linebacker there sprints straight towards Harris, I understand this is going to be man. So once I see that, I'll immediately look over to the other side of the field with Smith-Schuster, and then I'll kind of read it that way. If Smith-Schuster is being covered real tight, then I'll look at the dig, and then after that, usually I'll try to either scramble or throw it away. So let's look at this. So it looks like a zone. He backs up with Ebron. I take my underneath to the running back. Look at this linebacker here. When I snap the ball, if it's man, he's already moving towards Harris. He doesn't take a step back. He moves directly towards Harris. 2. So when I look at that, I look at this defender here. Well, I'm looking at this defender first. I see his back's turned. He's chucking. And then I'm also at the same time, like in my peripherals, looking at this defender. He backs up. He keeps backing up. And as soon as he breaks, he stays. So at that point, you already see I've already thrown it. Now, what's nice about this is if they're all back there, I give it to him here. That's an easy 5-yard gain. If you do this on first down, that's 5. Right? You do this 2 times, that's a touchdown. That's a first down. So you have that read, which is very good. Let's look at this other side here because it was zoned. So, Smith-Schuster's not going to have the advantage right there. All right, now too high, it's the same way. I look at the outside number one guy really quickly, and at the same time as I'm looking at that defender, I look at the defender over top of Ebron. And how I'm going to read this once again is, flood, clear out. I want to make sure that the corner that's over top of Claypool, because now in cover 2, there's that possibility that that corner is going to stay down to try to guard Ebron or Harris. If it's hard flats, they're going to try to bite down a little harder on Harris. If it's Cloud, they're going to stay back further with Ebron. And you also have that streak. And then once again, if it's man, then I will look at Smith-Schuster's route and Johnson's route. So boom, I look, doesn't bite down. So that was against man. This might have been cover 2 sink actually, because the middle linebacker here doesn't go towards him as if this was man. And also this corner is chucking with him. But it doesn't look like man simply because of this defender here. Now this also could have been a cover 1 robber or cover 1 man, or yeah, cover 1 man, simply because this safety here is backing up while this safety steps in the hole here. So yeah, this could have been cover 1 hole. And which means he's going to be playing a little differently. So he plays man, and if the running back comes to the middle of the field, he ends up taking him as man, and then the linebacker would end up being a zone. But I looked right there. I think this is cover 2. Yeah, this looks like it has to be some sort of like cover 1 hole, simply because of how this guy is playing, and also the middle linebacker and this safety. It's either cover 1 hole, robber, one of those. So I see that. This side definitely off limits, and looking at this side, I have Harris. I just pick up my however many yards that was. Once again, we look 1 high safety, same thing. I look there, he comes over, boom, and once again, I'm going to show you how I looked at that. So we're going to look at this instant replay. So I start off looking at this side of the field. I look, the second I seen the linebacker sprint, and this is what I'm telling you, when you see this, I didn't look at the middle linebacker, I'm looking over at these guys. But I've seen how the middle linebacker doesn't take a step back. He steps forward and sprints directly towards Harris. So I immediately look over to this side. Boom. The corner played this route pretty well, and I see that I had an advantage here, so I led it towards myself because I'm already in front. Most likely I would have, most of the time you want to low ball that. But once again, this was a cover 1 man. So you see how good this can be. Now, if you have a receiver with really good route running here in the slot, and you do this, I mean, you see all the space here on the outside. It can create a lot of damage. And then also, if you have a very good wide receiver with good route running or route running ability, once again, you see right here, it's a really good, it's a tight throw, but it's a good throw. So that was my read progression there. Over there. And right there, sometimes you do have to be a little cautious on some of these. If your opponent's been playing a lot of cover 2, you see here, if you wait just a split second, right when they come down, you can fit this outside to Claypool. It's a little difficult when the quarterback has a huge wind up. Boom. And then usually you can fit it in right there. So the second, if you know that they play a lot of cover 2 hard flats, or if you've been hitting them in the flats and you notice they've been playing a lot of cover 2, and then they decide to switch to cover 2 hard flats, literally the second he stops to break is when I throw it. You lead it outside towards the sideline, and you can fit it. You can fit it in there. So that is an option that you can do. But another thing you can do with that is you see him bite down, boom, hit Ebron over the top. If you don't want to make that kind of a crazy throw. That is another option that you have. But if you like picking up chunk plays, you can fit that in there, especially if they like. I've seen a lot of guys like putting their guys in flats over here, and they're not picking anything up past that. So if you have good protection, you know that's the case. Wait a little bit, because they don't always keep their deep blues on the fields for some reason. But the second you see this guy bite down on that, you can throw it, lead it out here. And if not, you wait just a little bit, and you see him bite up, and I would lead that further up the field, actually, over here, so that that cornerback can't get back to it, quick enough. But so that is the end of this play here, and that's why sale. If you do enjoy videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Also hit the thumbs up button. It lets me know that you guys like this. Let me know how this play's been working out for you in the air raid. And I will be coming out with more. I actually have a sheet of, if I can find it, but I have a sheet of the plays I'm going over. So we've gone through 4 air raid plays: shallow cross, mesh, post wheel curl. We're doing Y sail now. I'm gonna look at Y cross and curls combo, and also smash. Those are all the drop back passes. And then also we're gonna get into the quick ones. That's 4 verts, Y corner, outside hitch, hitch seams, fade speed out, and then Y stick. And then after that, I'm going to quickly go over the screens and runs all in one. And then after all that, I'm kind of done. And I guess I'll get more into maybe scenarios, like when, the scenarios of why and when, maybe I like to call it. There are other guys out there that run the air raid pretty well, probably better than I do. Actually, they definitely run it better than I do. But anyway, if you want to also get a better idea of when to run stuff, how to run stuff a little bit better, and if you want to know who they are, just let me know. I'll put them in the comment section below. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Like I said, I have Y cross coming up after this, and then I'll have some more gameplay. I was just taking a little break from Madden because Madden it's just but yeah, peace.